Another one bites the dust. Boom. Do, do, do. Another one bites the dust. Oh, what's going on, people? What is going on as we coming in on a little bit of the early side of the game? We have the 6-man convo coming up for you. Hope you enjoy. Let's get it. Do. What's going on? What's going on? Well, damn. What's going on, people? What is going on? As you already know, this is the 6-man convo. I am your host, 6-man K Styles. Hold on, that don't sound right. That don't sound right. No. Okay. Oh, you tricked. You said what?
So you had to do it that way. Yeah, I thought you.
That sounds a whole lot better right there. Set the music down. All right. Can you hear me now?
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Dig it. Hey. The early bird special today, man. I'm like, shoot. Might as well go ahead and get it. Hey. 6-man combo Tuesday night. 6-man K Styles, Mad Mike Sports. You already know what to do here. One thing that you gotta do. 2 things you gotta do. Make sure you go ahead and share. Make sure you go ahead and like. Share this with your people, man. We got a good one coming up for you tonight, man. And we're gonna kick it off with a little bit of roll call action, man. A little bit of roll call action. Let's see. We got Big Ant in the building. We got Kenneth Lewis. We got Trey. I know this is a little bit early for everybody. I'd have lost damn track of time, but hey, it is what it is. The earlier we go, the later we stay. Don't that sound funny?
That is true.
All right, so getting back to the game, we got Trey, we got Bubba Gump, we got D. Coleman, Ephraim Jones, we got ATM, Tiff Sports and Gaming, and we got Big Ant. High quality H2O. Now, we experimented with a little something tonight, so bear with us. Let's go ahead and get straight into it, man. 3. Ain't no need for no damn countdown. Cut that shit. DJ, cut it. All right.
DJ, cut
it. Mad Mike Sports. What it do, homie? What it do, man? It's been a very interesting day. It has been interesting. Sherman Wood, RC Plane Build. Appreciate you tuning in. Before we kick this off,
oh yeah,
let's go ahead and just get right into this right quick before we start the show. I want to get your thoughts on this. As we've already heard, just for a few minutes, Nate McMillan they have gave him the pink slip as far as firing him for the Atlanta Hawks. Oh, that's very interesting. A couple years from the Eastern Conference Championship to getting fired. What's your thoughts on that, man?
I think this was a chemistry move. I think this had everything to do with the fact that there's no chemistry with this team. And when there is no chemistry, I think the best thing to do, especially when you got 2, 3 players, making some pretty good money. Dante gonna be making his real soon. So they have
Right.
a vital position to make as far as him, but they got a even more vital situation to make or call to make when it comes down to coach. So it's like they you can't get rid of Trey, you can't get rid of Murray, you can't get rid of John Collins. So it's like by default, it's like you got to see if it's the coach. If it ain't the coach's fault, then we got a bigger problem than we expect. So like I don't think personally, I don't think he really did himself any favors, man. It's like we can say for a fact that this team struggled, Trey included. Trey is probably having his worst year um as far as efficiency is concerned, especially from the three and shooting. Um he's just not shooting well this year. I don't know the exact reason. Maybe it's like I said, maybe it's chemistry, but like you got so many guys struggling offensively and defensively. That's the biggest tall tale. Like everybody focus on the scoring and the losses, but Nate is a defensive guy. If they struggling
Mhm.
defensively, then what the hell is his excuse? They're not even playing defense, and that's his specialty. So I think that's the main reason why they fired him is because defensively they're not getting better. They're not doing anything, and they've traded guys. They pretty much revamped the roster, and defense is still poor. So you
Mhm.
got to get rid of it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, also too is I kind of think where the issue came in as far as where this team's chemistry from the coaches too is there was one key element that was missing from this team, and and I know we got a lot of young guys, a lot of young stars on that team too, but the biggest difference between a good team, a up and coming team, and a great team, those great teams usually have those bridge guys like the Adonis had, like hell shit. What was it, Solomon Hill? Like when you got guys like that on your bench, that okay, I don't care if you the damn superstar or I don't care if y'all better than me, y'all. I am the extension of the coach, and I think they lacked that, and they didn't have that extension to the players like that. So I just think organizationally, I think everybody just failed in general. D. Coleman, Pat Norris, Sonya, Andrew G. Wallace. Hey, appreciate y'all tuning in. Appreciate y'all tuning in. But we're gonna see how it goes from here, man. We're gonna see how it goes from here. Let's go ahead. I thought I wanted to kick a little light on that for a little bit. We could speak on that later. Right now, let's get into the main thing. As a lot of people may have watched the Cooler Talk episode last night on Mad Mike Sports Channel, as we kind of dove into a little free agency talk. I thought we'd go ahead and continue that conversation. Um, the way that we damn ended it was with the whole Jesse Bates talk, and the eating establishery that came with it. I know that ain't a word, but damn it, I made it up today.
Hey, it's a word today, goddamn it.
But as much as we do talk about a lot of the guys that everybody want, there was some very interesting news that came out as far as what they was talking about certain tags and players and stuff that's designated. And it's crazy as hell that a lot of the players that we want are franchise tag candidates from other teams. So are we like I said, and per Adam Schefter, it says starting today, NFL teams can designate their franchise or transition players tags, and that includes Lamar Jackson, Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley, Geno Smith, Tony Pollard, Dalton Schultz, Jesse Bates, Deron Payne. Just know most of the Falcon players everybody looking for in free agency.
Mm-hmm.
So my question to you, Mike, as far as let's say just in case things don't go the way we want them to, what would be your direction as far as players in free agency? Like, you got any other guys that are you're keeping an eye on? And doing that, I'm going ahead and bring up some of the list too.
As far as free agents is concerned, I'm keeping my eye on a lot of the veteran defensive ends, edge guys. I think for the most part we have guys that we can bring in, or that we have, we can bring them in to be pass rush specialists.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much take the boat of the load as far as the run defense is concerned and most of the snaps. But like my eyes is going to be on the veteran guys, man. My like guys like Khalil Mack, who possibly could be a guy that is cut. I doubt it, but it's possible, especially with the rumors of Justin Hubert getting his massive contract. Like I think is on, you know, the rumors are saying it's somewhere on the verge of a $300 million contract. So he's a guy that we can kind of look at as far as Khalil Mack. Then obviously the recent cut of Lorenzo Carter, I think he's still a guy that you can kind of focus on.
Mm-hmm.
Another guy for me on the defensive side of the ball, um, that I'm looking at is defensive end, Marcus Davenport. It's like I think the Falcons in the position. I think he's the prime guy for this team because you can actually use him a lot like you used DeMarcus Lawrence for Dallas Cowboys. You can put him at 3 tech and have him rush the pass from the inside, a lot like they use Taquan Graham. He's a little bit more athletic. He's he's more on the bigger side of edge guys and defensive ends. So you can do a number of things with him. You can play around with that type. But safety, I think linebacker is a position I'm gonna throw out there too. That man, I can't believe I'm saying this. Like I hate that I'm saying this, but don't be surprised if some guys like a Alec Ogletree. He's a guy that could be free agent. Um, I don't know about Danny Trevathan. I think he's on the older side. Um,
Wait a
older
minute,
side.
Danny to still play football.
Bro, I didn't even know he still played football.
What?
That's a lot of guys, man. Devin Bush is another guy. He's a free agent. Ooh, let me get one more. Like it's not a lot of inside like linebackers, but I think for the most part, I think the Falcons are going to go out and try to bring in a linebacker to kind of fill the void between those young guys because you still got Michael Walker and you still got Troy Anderson. So I think they're going to need a veteran linebacker. I think they're going to go out sign a veteran linebacker to come in and be that, that glue. And don't be surprised, like I said, you don't see Rashawn Evans again. Like don't be surprised, man, because defensive coordinators want their players. So we'll see.
basically what you're basically saying is we ain't got we really don't know, but there's some interesting names that, like I said, I ain't know Danny Trevathan was playing fucking football. I ain't even gonna tell you no. I ain't heard that name in years. Boy, say Alec Ogletree is on the older side of 31. But yeah, there's a concept that you came up with that was very, very interesting too, especially sad like looking at a lot of these older guys, because this team is definitely on the younger side of things. Like you have a lot of young players, so and that's where I think where this team has been lacking, especially coming from this past year, is lack of veterans. The one name for me that I can definitely say that as far as free agency, I'm paying close attention to Ashawn Robinson. That's one of the main guys I'm paying close attention to.
Woo! You stole you son of a. Oh my
man,
God.
just like you stole you don't act out innocent.
I'm gonna do that shit tomorrow. God damn it. Damn.
Yeah, look. Hey, when you came up with the Khalil Mack scenario, that was something I had in my mind earlier. Y'all didn't check out Mad Mike's short on Khalil Mack and potential casualty cut. Yeah, y'all take a look at that because that's something very interesting that y'all may want to look at. Like you said, injuries and he hasn't really been the same. But hey, we just throwing some names out here because I know everybody's kind of banking on Deron Payne and Jesse Bates and Javon Hargreaves and all these guys that are going to be more so on the 19 to 21 million dollar a year type of guys. But like I just read the list off earlier, these teams have these guys listed as potential franchise tag or transition tag players. So we got to look other ways. Like I said, for me, Ashawn Robinson, to me, like I said, outside of Deron Payne, is the number one defensive lineman I'm looking for. As much as we, like you said, the last few years, as much as we talk about how great Aaron Donald has been and what kind of monstrous numbers he's putting up, I mean, Ashawn Robinson the last few years has been one of the running mates of a Aaron Donald. He's pretty much, like you said, to me, he's just pretty much one of those dirty guys, one of them guys that's willing, and I'm gonna say that key word again, willing to do the dirty work and let the star eat. So I want y'all to really pay close attention to that name. MJ Edwards, Jerome, appreciate y'all tuning in. Southside, what's going on? Um, let's see. Got a comment here. Let's go ahead and hit a couple of these comments while we speaking on some things. Southside says here, I'm seeing a lot of is that Jamel Dean being corner number 2. Do you guys like that? I like it if there's nothing better. He's solid. I'm 50-50 on him. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I 50-50 on him because he is solid, but then when you watch him, he be having those lapse games where he sitting around doing Crash Bandicoot 360 spins and stuff and getting burnt. But outside of that, like I said, he's mostly solid. But it's just sometimes it's those big plays he give up that is like, what is you doing? What you think about that, Mike?
I don't with no hips. He has absolutely no hips. He's a cover 2. He's a cover 2. He's a zone corner essentially. Like he's not a man corner. And in this scheme, we're gonna run a lot of man defenses. Ron Nielsen likes to run a lot of man defenses. So he like I know for he can play in man situations, but his hips, like his hips scare me. All right, I ain't talking about like how goddamn what's her name?
Shakira.
Shakira, Shakira.
Like
His hips do lie, goddamn. His hips fucking lie. All right, his hip lie. All right, we gonna say that shit. So I'm afraid of his hips. Like, so it's like for me, he's a guy that I would give a shot because he's used to playing in the aggressive. But I'll think real twice about like him being that guy. I'd rather keep Casey Hayward, and then even with Casey Hayward, he scared the shit out of me because he can't fucking stay healthy for nothing. That dude like Crash Bandicoot.
See, but my thing is, on that corner position, okay, so you say Jamel Dean, his hip scare you, and Casey Hayward, his injury concerns scare you. Who is your idea fit? Who would be your ideal guy for corner 2? Rather it be in free agency or the draft. Well, however you want to go with it.
This actually, this probably gonna shock a lot of people for me to say that. I think the Falcons are going to get a corner in the draft somewhere in the 4th and 5th to kind of be to train that guy. Um, if D Alford takes another step, like he's been taking gradual steps of being, a starting cornerback or a valuable cornerback in his defense. It's like if he doesn't take that next step, I think they're going to draft a young guy in the 5th rounds, and they're going to train him to be our guy. And but I think I'm bringing in a Peterson. Peterson. He a veteran guy. You can sign him to one of those voided contracts. 2-year deal was essentially a 1-year deal. Um, Sign him for about $5 to $8 million. Give him that. Let him be that corner. And like I said, he's solid for the most part. He's not the Peterson that we used to, but he's a solid guy. He's going to make plays. He's going to make the necessary plays. Um, and you can wait for that young guy to develop. And that young guy, like I said, that's essentially going to be Jerry Gray's project. So I'm signing Peterson
Right.
and I'm drafting a young guy. But yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. As far as draft style, like you said, and this is what we talk about, challenging the masses as far as looking at different players outside of the top guy. Um, like I said, if I'm looking at the draft, okay, so but hold on, before I get to that, let me get to this comment right here. MJ Edwards, we appreciate y'all tuning in. We appreciate everybody tuning in, basically. And we
Mm-hmm.
appreciate y'all with the comments too. And he said, are we staying in the 3-4 or moving back to a traditional 4-3 with a little 46 with Nelson as DC? Bruh, they playing everything. It's not a set defense. All
Bubba
all the
just
concepts is going to be similar. What you say, Mike?
Bubba pretty much did it. Bubba Gump just probably just said he just pretty much said it.
Right. I mean, like you said, when you got a lot of spread, like you said, since it's quote unquote a passing league, 9 times 10, you're going to be in nickel. That's why when you see a lot of these teams, they getting these nickel corners that are bigger than the outside corners because you still need, like you said, you still got a lot of these offenses. They running these passing concepts, but like you said, with the threat of the RPO, you still need somebody that can tackle.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's see. But yeah, well, like I was saying about the corner number 2, as like, and I know the Falcons are pretty high on Nehemiah Shelton from San Jose State. I know he's pretty high on their radar right now as far as corners. Wouldn't necessarily say he is a hot pick. He may be 3rd or 4th or something like that. Like I said, I see what our people do. You see how they be throwing up these names. This is what I'm talking about. I see some Tyreek Stevenson. I see Greedy Williams, Cameron Sutton, Devon Witherspoon. But yeah, the main corner that I've been paying attention to, especially in this draft, I probably may not be on the Falcons' radar, is Jalen. What's his name? Jalen Jones from Texas A&M, because he kind of fits that mold of what of what if you really think about it, of what Jerry Gray likes in his corners. Like I said, Jerry Gray, he liked those bigger corners too. Like I say, he's not necessarily, we ain't talking about Brandon Browner bigger or no Tariq Woolen bigger. But yeah, they definitely, like I said, I definitely like Jalen Johnson a lot. He's a little bit more physical because you still gonna need that physicality at that number 2 spot.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't have, and like I said, with this type of defense, if you do not have the physicality on all 3 levels of the defense, it's not gonna work. Like you said, this is why you bring in a Jerry Gray. This is why you bring in a Ryan Nielsen. These guys are used to physicality in the secondary. Blizzard Mike Rice and Pamela Johnson. Alex, what's going on? I gotta look at Q Blue Kelly. That sounds like a Q Blue Kelly. Man, that sound like one of them
Like a damn
independent.
80s rock star or something.
Another corner that's possibly here free agency that I say a lot of people need to pay attention to. Um, well, I'm just going through my list right now. Um, and I wouldn't say he's necessarily as physical as you would think, but another one I'm looking at is Emmanuel Mosley from the 49ers. That's another one of those physical guys that might not cost as much, and like you said, he's coming from a defensive system that they had in San Fran. They might be looking for guys that fit that mold. So I definitely take a look at that. All right, so let's go into the. And like I said, we appreciate y'all, man. Like I said, y'all make sure y'all go hit that subscribe button. Y'all make sure you hit that like button. Show a little love to everybody. Not just us up here, but to yourselves. Because at the end of the day, hey man, we all got one life to live. And we got to be happy. And make sure you drink your high quality H2O, because this is one of these. We don't need no dehydration out there. I can't believe I'm late to the show. I mean, like I said, if y'all may be late to the show, but as long as y'all show up, that it's still appreciated. I know y'all probably somewhere else speaking on it, but hey, we appreciate you. Is there any okay? So before we get to the final topic, and then we gonna hit another discussion after that, Mike, is there any other defensive free agents out here that intrigue you?
Probably. Hold on. I want to pull this up real quick.
Because I actually have one in mind right now. I actually have one right now that's kind of intriguing to me. Let's say the Jesse Bates thing doesn't go through. Let's say that doesn't go through. Adrian Amos is another name to watch out for. This is one of Jerry Gray's guys now. I got to remember that. We talk about Ryan Nelson's guys. Adrian Amos is another one of those names we need to pay attention to. Like you said, Blizzard Mike Gardner-Johnson, he's going to get franchise tagged, and that's going to be a hefty price. So we can kiss that one goodbye. I'm gonna go ahead and highlight it. Yeah, Gardner Johnson, he's gonna get franchise tagged by Philly. So yeah, so they not letting that go for nothing. D. Coleman said Yannick Ngawe. I know I butchered his last name. That's another good option right there. That's yeah. Yeah, that's another good option right there. They like you said, you just need depth at pass rushers. It ain't got to be the greatest pass rushers in free agency. We done went down that experiment and failed historically multiple times, and I don't want to go down the history of bad free agents. I'm trying to spare y'all, and I'm trying to spare Mike too. So, but
I got another one. I don't think anybody focusing on this one. I think he's going to be a real interesting cat going into a free agency. Like most guys are focusing on guys like Josh Jacobs.
We're going down the running back list.
Miles Sanders, Shamaz Perine. He's been the backup in Cincinnati, and he's been running that rock well, bro. I think
Somebody
can get
Kareem.
him for a nice little contract. Mm-hmm. You get
Mm.
him to go right next to Tyler Algier. You get him for a good, $15 million for about 2-3 years. I think that's a nice look because he runs physical. He can catch the ball out of the backfield a little bit. He's a lot like he has a build in the game as almost um like Tyler Algier. It's like I think we have our speed guys and able, but if we get another power back like that, a tough runner, that'll be a nice little asset to the team. I actually like that.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody's talking about him. Nobody's talking about him at all.
Well, Samaji Perine to me, like you said, he's a bowling ball. But the thing about him that a lot of people don't give him credit for is how versatile he actually is. Now, he didn't
Mm-hmm.
start off his career like that as far as being a guy that's be able to catch the rock out the backfield, but he's definitely somebody that's very interesting catch. I'm just looking down his list. I didn't even know Miles Sanders was a damn free.
Yep.
Damn, boy, Philadelphia got some
Mhm.
damn choices they need to make.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Right. But like I said, me personally, I necessarily wouldn't touch none of the running backs in free agency. But cause like you said, a lot of these guys they already got some wear and tear on them treads, on them treads, and we want some fresh, brand new tires over here. I can't believe I'm using another tire reference. I work in the tire warehouse, and I'm using a tire reference. I thought I was done with it for the day, but
It's a part of life.
it's
Embrace it.
part of life, man. But But yeah, like you said, it's a whole bunch of like you said, it's a whole bunch of different things here. Like you said, and what Mike is telling y'all is a fact. I mean, I know we talking about they may not necessarily need to look for running back. We don't know. They may move Cordero back to wide receiver and kind of like I said, let
Mm-hmm.
him be
Yep.
the guy that he needs to be.
Mhm.
Is Alameda Zaki gonna be gone? Like these are the questions here that we got to speak on as Falcon fans. Like you said, you got Alameda Zaki, he may not be back. So is that a possibility where Cordero might take that spot as wide receiver 2 or 3 right there? Could they draft a wide receiver? I know I know people talking about Josh Downs from North Carolina, but the problem with him is he reminds me too much of damn Calvin Ridley. Biggest difference is he actually goes forward, but
Well, that's a good
yeah,
thing.
at least, like you said, at least Josh Downs goes forward. He either goes down or goes forward. He doesn't run sideways or backwards. But oh look, here you go. Tank Bigsby? Oh yeah, Jews guy, Jews boy, right there. Oh
Oh,
yeah,
Tank. That's a good one.
yeah, yeah. So while y'all putting these names down, while y'all putting these names down in the chat, we actually writing them down. So we're gonna compile some stuff and do a little bit more information and homework on a lot of these guys. Um,
Mm-hmm.
boy, Jerome said Jonathan Mingo at wide receiver. I like Mingo a lot too. Like Mingo is the prototypical wide receiver for Arthur Smith in this draft. He's basically a damn tank at that position. That's AJ Brown all over again. But his issue is one of the concerns with him is he's so damn physical. He'll nick himself during the game. But like you said,
So basically,
6'2",
what you saying, he Muhammad Sanu.
basically, he's your prototypical physical number 2. Like I said, that was the main wide receiver that I liked in this draft too. Until, like I said, I saw Andre Yosivas, and like you said, that's my wide receiver 1 for this draft. Well, number 1 wide receiver I like. But why not James? Okay, he said he got speed. Who got speed? Yeah, man go fast as hell. He real fast. Like you said, it's them injuries and them nicks that's the reason why his stock dropped the way it did. Okay, he's like you said, he physical as hell. He's AJ Brown. I'm just gonna put he's a typical Ole Miss wide receiver. Big for no damn reason and fast for no reason. I see some Kenny McIntoshes. Like I said, Kenny McIntosh would definitely be good. I like his versatility. Well, I know most people here are Georgia fans, so everybody got a whole
Of course.
whole encyclopedia on the good things he got. But as a Tech fan, if I could look from the outside in, I do like his versatility he reminds me of Tevin Coleman, but he's more talented. As I said, he is less fumble prone. Tevin Coleman got it better down the line. But yeah, McIntosh reminds me of Tevin Coleman. He does a little bit more of a physical side of him. That was my phone notifying me that stay the fuck away from these free agents in the running back room.
Well,
Drew said he's the only dog fan that doesn't care much for McIntosh. I mean, like you said,
Drew, you don't like shit. All right, you don't like shit, but mobile quarterback.
Don't do my man like that, man. Like you said, everybody ain't gonna like everybody. Shoot,
I'm gonna like shit. I'm gonna like shit.
He might be more of a Kendall Milton fan, or hell, he might. Hey, shoot, ain't nothing wrong with that. Cause if they would have done, like you said, if they would have, oh yeah, speaking of that shit, you ready to get into it?
Oh boy.
The sit your goofy ass down portion of the show is brought to you by the 6-Man K Styles and the Unholy Alliance. This is the sit your goofy ass down segment of tonight. If y'all don't know what the fuck the title is of the show, I'm going to put this up so y'all can do this so we can shame them all in public. Mike, as I'm scrolling through my phone, let me give y'all the backstory of this. Hold on. Let me get this question. I'm getting Sony's question right quick. What round would you draft a running back and a wide receiver? I mean, round anywhere between, like I said, the earliest I'll go is maybe round 3. Because the first two rounds, I'm looking at trenches more than anything. Or maybe a edge guy first round, maybe corner second round, or defensive back second round. Yeah, I say about rounds 3, anywhere 3 to 4. That's the earliest I'll go for either one. I think they'll really more so go look for wide receiver more than they would a running back. Oh my God. But appreciate the comment. Appreciate the comment, Sonya. Man, so let's get back to this. I need to speak on it. I need to speak on this right quick. Okay, let me set it up. So I'll go through my phone. I'm speaking with the fellas. Like I said, we speaking amongst the group, and I'm at work. So I get a notification, and the first thing that I saw, just so y'all know, is ESPN, is this crap right here. You see the ESPN plus sign, right? You see the plus sign. Look, you see the plus sign.
Yeah.
So
that's ESPN.
Why in the end? Okay, if you got kids watching this part of the show, you might want to put them to bed because this sounds like a rant about to come on here. Why in the entire fuck is we talking about this again? Mike, please help me. Please help me. Please help me, please. This is the 16th quarterback they done said was the best fit for the Atlanta Falcons in the last 3 weeks. The hell is we doing here? Go ahead, Mike.
Let me say this. You know how infants are when they little and they learn your name for the first time. And then once they learn your name, they want to keep saying your name just over and over and over and over again. It's like, okay, baby. Yeah, my name is Mike. Okay. Yeah, my name is Mike. Yeah, my name is Kevin. Okay. Yeah, I'm Dada. I'm Dada. I'm Uncle. I'm cousin. Yeah. Okay, we get it. We heard you the first 20 times. This mother. They don't learn football for the first time, and they gravitated toward the quarterback. This is what ESPN. I'm sorry. ESPN like a bunch of fucking infants. They learn a position, and that's all they care about. We hear this shit over and why in the entire fuck is every quarterback on the fucking draft board, on the goddamn free agency list, and goddamn Canada and Afghanistan and your mama crib and your baby cousin crib? Everybody is connected to the Atlanta Falcons. Everybody is a perfect fit for the Atlanta Falcons. Why is it that every damn quarterback in the fucking United States is connected to the Atlanta fucking Falcons? Oh, he got connections with the team in San Francisco. Oh, he got connections to Bill Walsh. And like, shut the fuck up. Why every damn body got to be perfect fit for the damn Falcons? Everybody damn perfect fit except for the fucking Falcons. Arthur Smith is perfect. He done been fired by 20 billion fucking times by our own fans and by the media. Matt Ryan was here 14 years, and every year they were saying, all right, we need a new quarterback. Who's going to come in? And I don't think Matt Ryan is going to be able to win a playoff game. You should look for a quarterback in the future. We need to get this guy. Then he proceeds to win playoff games. Well, Matt Ryan can't get him to the Super Bowl. Well, he get him to the Super Bowl. Well, you can't win the Super Bowl. Like, every fucking time is always something after something after something after something. At some point, you gotta look at yourself, ESPN. Just be fucking real. You bitches are broke, okay? You's a broke asshole. You ain't got no fucking money, and now y'all trying to make money off the Falcons, and the Falcons ain't seeing that shit. All right, the Falcons got a new bitch, okay? That's what it is. The Falcons, they mad because got a new bitch, can't get no money. That's what the fuck wrong. That's what the fuck wrong with the goddamn. These are broke bitches, and the Falcons done moved on to another bitch, and ESPN mad. That's what the fuck the problem is. I solved it. I solved the problem. That's the problem with ESPN. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I didn't mean. I ain't mean to do
Well,
that.
I mean, shit, out with all in with the new goddamn it.
You couldn't do better than Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold.
Bruh, just think about this. Just think about this. Think about this. In the last 2 months, we didn't heard this narrative with Derek Carr, Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, Jimmy Garoppolo, Teddy Bridgewater, Daniel Jones, Geno Smith, CJ Stroud, Bryce Young, Will Levis, Anthony Richardson. And I guess this is what Dre talking about with sports talk. Hey, man, them motherfuckers so man, they got the golden knee pads for Anthony Richardson. I tell you that much now, boy. It's like Anthony Richardson, everything, boy. They got the Anthony Richardson thong on.
They the new $40 hookup. That's what they are. They new to the block, and they looking for their first score. That's what sports talk ATL all about. That's all. They just trying to get. They trying to get second.
You talking about Big Bank Little? Oh, that's the Big Bank Little Bank crew, ain't that?
Little Bank. Yeah, that's what they want.
Oh, that's Big Bank Little Bank crew. Oh, them some bitches, bruh. Yeah. Bruh. I swear they be deep throating cactuses over there or something, boy. Bruh, that Big Bank Little Bank shit, nah, bro. Y'all lost me on that.
That man said deep throating cactuses. Damn,
bruh.
That man said deep throat.
Bruh.
I wasn't ready for that.
Wow. Therapist Juan ain't shit, boy. He talking about, man, how about radio for quarterback? Hell shit. We just saw y'all, we just saw the great Paxton Lynch in the XFL this weekend.
Yo.
I just named up. Hold on. Let's go back. No, let's go back to 2021. Let's see. It was Justin Fields, Deshaun Watson, Lamar Jackson, like I said, Jimmy Garoppolo, Sam Darnold, CJ Stroud, Bryce Young, Will Levis. Like I said, man, we done named off about 12 to 15 quarterbacks. God damn it. Every quarterback can't be a fit.
Like, dang, bro. Like, what are we doing?
Everybody can't be a fit. Alex said, let Danny Downs come here for $45 million. Jesus, hold my beer. Man, bro, hell no. No,
good, man.
No. I better not hear that shit neither. I heard that. What? If you think God, I said, and we've been saying it before. I said, for one thing, I ain't signing Lamar Jackson to 42. I'll be goddamn if I'm gonna sign Daniel Jones for 45.
Right. Oh my God.
Just cut my leg head off and call me hip hop. Oh, it is Southside make it worse. Yeah, Earhart's too. That was another goddamn. Oh no! Don't forget Halle Berry too. Don't forget that one as well. Don't forget Bakersfield. Yeah. Three, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. What the heck is bothering me? Yeah. This is exactly what I'm talking about. They got a whole bowl of quarterback names. Just like, let me just pick one for the day. Oh, yeah. Ain't no way. Hey, Daniel Jones is not Vanilla Vic, y'all. I know it's a joke, but he's not Vanilla Vic. That motherfucker ain't even Vanilla Ice. So what the fuck is we talking about?
Not Vanilla
At least
Ice.
Vanilla Ice got a hit song. It's the only hit. That's the only song he got. Everybody know.
Ice, baby.
Now stop. Now everybody listen.
The back new edition.
Nah. Let me see. Are we done with y'all free agency talk? Actually, we just gonna go to the Q&A portion of it now. I just had to get that I had to get that out my damn system because boy, ain't no fucking way. So let's see, free agents. Oh God, I ain't heard this song in so long. In the great words of Maceo, ho, sit down. I wish you had that thing queued up, Mike. What you thought about that whole thing?
That. Oh my God. Well, I have it. Hold on. Let me see if I got it. Good God Almighty.
Wish you had that, get that thing queued up for me. And in the great words of we're gonna speak Martinese to y'all. But
oh man.
Yeah. Are we done with free agency talk? Actually, no, not really. We just ain't gonna bombard it all in one night. We just got about a few more minutes. We trying to we just experiment with time, so we it like I said, out of all the free agent names that we put out here, like I said, I want everybody to give me like your most underrated free agent available right now outside of the guys that we have spoken on. I want everybody that's watching, everybody that's in the chat to go ahead and hit that and give us another one. No sports track. I'm not doing quarterbacks. Do all positions. I just don't like going down that website because that's the very first thing.
That's right there.
Yeah, ESPN. Yeah, dumbass.
That's how we see it right there.
Okay, we got some wild people throwing some wide receivers in here. Paris Campbell. Hold on. D. Coleman asks, what are y'all expectations for Ogundeji as a pass rusher under Nielsen? They pretty much gonna be. My expectation is pretty much gonna be the same. He might get, like I said, we gotta know what Ogundeji's role. Ogundeji's role with the Atlanta Falcons is he's an edge setter. Like I said, it's not that he you're not really expecting for him to get a lot of sack numbers, but he's just one of those guys that can help
physically.
the other guys next to him, help the other guys around him. Like I said, this is one of those things why you see a lot of Troy Anderson, and you see these guys getting these tackles at the line of scrimmage in the middle of the field, because you got to have that set edge rusher on those run plays. This is what Ogundeji brings to the team. So I know the sack numbers don't look like he's straight garbage based on the sack numbers, but if you actually look into the games and look into the seasons, like I said, he sets a lot of the edge and helps push some of those run plays back in the middle of the field. Like I said, this is why you see Troy Anderson blowing plays up in between the tackles. This is why you see Rashaan Evans blowing plays up in between the tackles. So if he can get at least one efficient move, I think his sack number may go up slightly. I don't expect him to make no jump up to like 15, no 9 or 10 or nothing like that. That's what you got. That's what you got AK-47 for. That's why you got D'Angelo Malone there for.
Mm-hmm. You have to have you have to have guys that are good at the small intricate details, like we always say, like guys who can set the edge, guys who are good at you know um taking on double teams. You got guys that are great blitzers as linebackers. You got guys that are just special teams, and they actually excellent tacklers. Like you have different types of players. So it's like for me, I think Ogundeji, it's like I don't really care if he has anything over 5 sacks. I think 5 is the number for me. But it's like if he gets less than that, like K Style say, we got guys, Ebiketie and Malone supposed to be those guys that provide the rush.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because if we go down Falcons pass, as far as kind of like having guys like that, that's what Travis Hall was. That is what like I said, that is guys like Travis Hall, Brady Smith, like these guys of these caliber. Like I said, they're not necessarily going. They put up good numbers, but you're not expecting them to be your 10, 12 sack guys, but you expect them to play a role. If you look at the Saints, if you look at what Ryan Nielsen has been around, they got a lot of guys that are aggressive. A lot of guys that are aggressive, physical, but a lot of guys play different roles. You got guys that have to do the dirty work to make everybody else look good. One thing a lot of people didn't notice about the Saints was they like to blitz their linebackers in the inside. They always line every time DeMario Davis would blitz, who they line them up behind? Cam Jordan. Well, it's part of the game. Right. So yeah, like you said, the 5, like I said, if he don't get 5 sacks, hey, that's cool. Like I said, it is what it is. But like I said, as long as he's set in that role, we good. Let's see what we got here. Is that Tim said can't lie, the XFL has some decent games. Okay, just happy for some type of football while NFL on a break. We get USFL soon. It's XFL over, and when the USFL ends, the NFL training camp will be coming up soon. And that is one of the things why y'all gonna actually see a lot more XFL talk from us this year, because like you said, we have and I know we didn't do it last year with the USFL, But we gotta get back into it. We gotta put some spotlights on these guys because a lot of these training camp, like I said, with the XFL and the USFL this year, this is what a lot of these training camp bodies is gonna be. It's gonna be these players. Just as long as ain't Luis Perez and the legendary Paxton Lynch, the first football player to get cut on opening day in 4 different leagues.
That man is just, boy, what in the hell? Motherfucker, just go gladly and happily pack up damn pack groceries. Like, goddamn, bro. Because you ain't good at football.
Bro. How the hell you play your first game in the AAF? You got your ass benched. You tried it with the USFL, got your ass benched again. Then went to the XFL and did the same exact thing again. Bro, just get. Remember, he was a first round pick in the NFL now.
I mean, I like the XFL. Like I said, my thing is if you look at it, I like it like that 3-on-3 league with
the big three.
Yeah, the big three. Like it's still ball. You still got NBA players. These guys are a little older, but it's still basketball. It's still entertaining. It's just like going to see a high school game. We know high school game gonna be sloppy as hell. I think we all know that. High school games are not pretty at all. They sloppy. Guys damn sure don't know how to throw. And most of them not great athletes. They undisciplined. But we never say, all right, high school football is boring. No, high school football is just high school football. And that's the way I see the XFL. These guys are not NFL players. Most of them are NFL backups. And that's probably, the way that we can put it. It's like the CFL. The CFL got some good players. Sometimes those players take time to develop. Like Cameron Wake, it took him time to develop. He came to the NFL and had a fairly successful career as a defensive end. So it's like, man, you got to give these guys time to develop, man. It's like, it's a league that they're still learning too. This is the first time they've been in the XFL for the most part. So like, it's give them time, man. Like I said, give it a chance, man. Like arena football, I wasn't a fan of it in the beginning. I was like, what the hell is this? Y'all got kicking the ball off the damn off the screen on the thing. That's the first time I saw that shit. I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Hey man, I used to like the arena football league, bro. I ain't even go cap, bro. I used to love that.
When I first, that was my first my first reaction to it. That's like, what the fuck is this? Like they kicking the ball against the screen and then he take it off and run. And then the more that you watch it, you like, damn, this shit kind of good. So like, just give it a shot, man. I think that's what it is. The first, it's just like,
I think what throws, like I said, what throws people off with the arena football league is the 50-yard field, and what they call it, the elongated ass motion to get into your route type thing. Everybody looking like,
Mm-hmm.
Wait, ain't that supposed to be false start? Wait a minute, what? He can do that?
Right.
But oh my god, but yeah. But just with the arena football league, it's just that them stat lines be so damn. Them stat lines be funny as hell to look at, boy. You gotta hold on. Let me bring up arena football quarterback all time. I want y'all to hear some stat lines.
Oh yeah.
This is
my bad. Shit.
Let me see. All time stats. All right. I want you to hear how crazy these damn stats sound. Hold on. Let me. Okay, get off. Passing yard stats. Okay, damn it. Hold on. I mean, outside of Kurt Warner, y'all. Outside of Kurt Warner, I'm trying to find these damn stats. Hold on. So we know Kurt
It's
Warner
hard
is
to
the
find
greatest arena football
that shit.
quarterback of all time. We already know that. Hell, motherfucker got a game named after him. So, which was fine, by the way, because it was arena football, NFL blitz style. So yeah, we good on that.
Yeah.
Let's go 2000. I'm just gonna pick a random ass date. Okay, so I started watching arena football about 2003. Sit that ad now. Okay, league leaders. I wish I had, like I said, this. Nah, ain't nobody. Don't nobody care about well. That's why I'm surprised that a lot of fans don't watch the fan control football league. They got control of everything, but nobody want to watch it.
That bitch ain't on TV. That shit on fucking Hulu.
Okay,
Time
here we go. Okay, here we go. Let me read this stat line to you. Okay, 2003. Aaron Garcia was the Arena Football League passing touchdown leader. Y'all ready for this stat line? You ready, Mike?
Oh,
In 2003, Aaron Garcia for the New York Dragons was the league leader. Hold on. No, I take that back. The league leader in passing was the Dallas Desperados, Jim Kubiak, with 4,786 yards, 98 touchdowns, and 17 interceptions.
Ooh-wee.
Aaron Garcia had 100 touchdowns. So this is the original air raid. This is the original air raid league.
Yeah,
the original passing league right here.
That's where they got the idea from. We're gonna pass the damn ball most of the time. Make it like the regular league football.
Andy Kelly led the league that year with 654 attempts.
Damn.
Because they didn't have a running back. The way that the arena football league used to be was you had your wide receivers, but your offensive line was kind of weird because you didn't have a running back. You had a fullback.
Mm-hmm.
So it was two. You got your center. You got a couple linemen. You got the fullback. Then you got your wide receivers. But the thing about on defense is you couldn't leave the box as a D lineman
at a certain time. Yeah,
it was. Oh, look at this shit.
Some bullshit.
Y'all ain't
some
shit.
bullshit.
Y'all ain't shit. Said, wow, that touchdown to interception ratio is outstanding. Goddamn, better be out. Man, that shit better be outstanding. Shoot, that's all they do is throw the damn football.
Every once in a while, you can see a throw, a run.
Right. Hold on. I'm trying to see what them Russian leaders looking like. I don't think they have Russian stats on here. I think they don't give a damn about that. That's passing touchdown. Okay. Passing yardage. Okay. Oh yeah. Kielina. How the fuck do you say that name? Kiki.
Lord have mercy.
Led the league in rushing with 250 yards and 10 touchdowns.
Yeah, he ain't doing shit. He ain't touching that damn ball.
I told you they don't run the football. They don't run the football. I would get into that, but I'm not gonna get into that. Well, you know what? Fuck it. We got a couple minutes. Yeah,
Oh
Brian
God.
People. Yeah, that was the league leader in rushing for that whole season. MJ ever said WNBA view and ticket sales would allow them to make a couple million if they dress like volleyball girls. Nah, that ain't the issue. The problem is the problem with the WNBA, and like I said, we're gonna end the show on this. Um, it's not that. It's not that. The problem is that the crowd that they cater to don't watch it. It's the WNBA, but a lot of the women and a lot of the women's groups don't push it. And like you said, the owners don't push it. See, the problem with the WNBA is they get their money from the NBA. So they're looking for the NBA to try to help push and push and push and push it. But like you said, no matter what the NBA does, it's not going to do it because the target audience ain't watching. So,
Well, two is that we got too many hardcore traditionalists in the WNBA. Like they don't allow women to, market themselves. That's the biggest thing, and that's why got girls like Elizabeth Cambridge, like she was looked down upon because she used her quote unquote assets to market herself. Like she used social media to market herself. Candace, um, Candace, she used her social media, TV to market themselves, and that's the problem. It's like for me personally, I think it's pretty disgusting for a man to even say if they put on some short shorts, then we'll watch. It's fucking disgusting. It's just my personal opinion because I don't think a woman should have to, dress a certain way for to get support. Like you wouldn't want that shit for yourself. Like they want you to wear tight ass biker shorts to goddamn work. You wouldn't the first thing you'll say is, man, I ain't wearing that little ass shit. Biker shorts. What are your boss said? All right, I want y'all to wear some biker shorts, a white beater, and fucking skull cap. You be looking at him like crazy as hell. So it's like I think it's pretty disgusting to have that mindset as far as women is concerned in sports. But for the most, I think it comes down to they don't allow women to be women. Like if she feels like she wants to wear them volleyball shorts, let her do it. That's her prerogative. Like we see LeBron James and all these guys wear these sleeves, and you see guys with certain headbands and shit. But like in the WNBA, like the owners, they don't want these women to market themselves a certain way. And I think that's the biggest issue because like I said, man, some of these girls be funny as hell. They be funny as hell on and they be going straight at these dudes on social media. But you look at Renee Montgomery, like she's the owner, part owner for the Atlanta Dream, and she does a wonderful job. She does a wonderful job. She's always on Twitter and she's always marketing herself the proper way. But
right.
like the only reason why they allow her to do it is because she's a part owner. Like, but half the time you don't even know these girl names. You don't even know you don't even know what the hell they sound like because they're not pushing them on social media, not doing any of that shit.
Right. But yeah, man, like you said, at the end, like I said, it come down to that. Because the thing about it is, when you look at it's funny that we saying this about the WNBA, but women's college basketball gets a lot more love than the WNBA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what? So we gotta ask, what's really the issue? And that's just something that just has to be said. Like you said, the problem, like you said, and that's for me, my personal opinion on the WNBA is if the target audience ain't watching and it's 23-1, and the target audience ain't watching or nobody really caring about it. Let me ask y'all a question. When's the last time y'all seen? How many times do you see somebody rocking a WNBA jersey?
Yeah.
That's a question. That's a question right there. That's a question right there. How many people y'all see rock a WNBA jersey?
I couldn't even tell you. I know a few of my homegirls, they WNBA fans, but like that's it.
Mm-hmm. It's so
they do a horrible job of marketing. Horrendous.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like they said in the chat, never seen it. Never. I haven't seen it. Right. So he's out there. The South Side, stop being a smart ass. He said, look. I'm like, this man being a smart ass right here. A WNBA fan, I guess. But the thing about it too is when you look at the NBA, when you look at the NFL, when you look at college football, hell, you look at women's college basketball. You got folk that don't watch those sports, but they'll rock those jerseys.
Again, you just got to make it fun. They don't like I said, they don't have They have celebrities going to the game. Like Kobe Bryant was getting into it. But they barely want to even do stories on Kobe Bryant when his daughter being there. Them attending a lot of WNBA games. Like they did not want to. Like I said, the problem is really that they want to keep it like a goddamn. I hate to even say it. I almost said something I shouldn't have said.
Don't say
the WNBA to a certain demographic of people. They don't care about the masses, and I'm just and I'm gonna be, but I'll keep that to myself. I'll keep that to myself. I'll just say they.
I mean, it's so obvious. You really
want to keep the WNBA weight, and if you don't fit in with that certain demographic of women, then you look at a disgusting human being. That's why Liz Cambridge is not playing it. She's looked at as a disgusting human being.
Mm-hmm.
Like she looked at like she's a straight up slut. I did a video on that. Like she showed her legs, she showed her, her curves and whatnot, and the whole WNBA was disgusted. Like they ain't seen. Look, come on, half of the woman you see ass hanging out the damn hanging out their damn shorts, but you mad at her for showing some legs. Like I said, it's a certain demographic of WNBA players and owners there that they look at women a certain way, and if you don't fit in with that crowd, then you're disgusting. That's why the WNBA is the way it is.
Right. So basically, what Mike is saying here, for those that may not have heard, is all about the institution of the league itself. Like I said, this is what Major League Baseball had a problem with for a good little while before, like I said, the Ronald Acuñas and the Fernando Tatis Juniors and all these new stars start coming out. Bryce Harper, Mike Trout, Shohei Ohtani. Well, like I said, once the Major League Baseball started getting some of these plethora of young stars coming out, now you're seeing them more so. Fans gravitating to them a little bit more because now we're pushing out the stars and we've diversified the demographic and make it exciting to watch. So in order for the WNBA to, because I remember I used to watch the hell out the WNBA when it first came out in '96.
Yeah.
They did more. Well,
They did a good.
I think the biggest difference around that time was right around where the women's Olympic basketball team was dominating, and a lot of those players was in it. It was easier to do that. So, go ahead and wind it down for the night, people. Definitely go ahead and wind it down, man. We definitely gonna show appreciation for everybody tuning in. Like I said, we kind of switched the format up just a tad bit, but I see it was pretty much normal tonight. So we definitely appreciate it. So just for that, let's throw in some. Damn, I ain't did this shit. I ain't did this thing in so long. Is this it? Let's throw in some throwback music. For those,
I'm scared.
Throwing a little throwback. Yeah, boy, that throwback right there, boy. So we definitely appreciate y'all tuning in to the 6-man combo. As we always say here, man, like I said, it's all love. Like I said, we don't attack you. We attack your opinions, and we have a discussion about it. So don't get too offended if it may come up. But like I said, man, another great episode of the 6-man combo. I want everybody to throw your red and blacks in here before we leave. I want to see some red and black in the chat before we leave tonight. Red, black, baby. So we definitely, like I said, man, bro, this is episode 89, 90. Good movie.
90?
Yeah, we coming up on 100 here real soon.
Trying to get the episode.
And like I said, man, definitely make sure y'all go ahead and continue to support the home team with Blackberry LeBregs. Got the
home team.
Yes, sir. Like I said, definitely check out AFN. Like I said, you got Champagne Conventions tomorrow as well. 6-man K Styles, man. Make sure y'all subscribe. Mad Mike Sports. Let's get him to 8. Let's get him to 10K. Let's get him to 10K before the end of the year, man. I mean, you right around 8K right now. Let's try to get you to 10K before the end of the year.
Yeah, bro.
And
how much?
And I finally kicked
35 subscribers.
35 to 8K. That's good. Definitely as well. The gaming channel is coming back. I've been streaming on it for a few days now. That 6K games. Definitely 6K games, man. Waiting for the new MLB show to come out, man. I'm very interested in that. So just gonna stream on that a couple days out of the week before that new MLB show come out. Cause you actually get to play with the Negro Leagues. So for the Jackie Robinson fans and the Satchel Paige fans.
Oh,
yeah. They got Negro Leagues, yes.
Oh shit, I'm down for that.
Exactly. So, as we always say, man, we ain't here to play. We here to stay.
Oh no.
You ain't gotta go. You ain't gotta go home.
You gotta get the hell up out of here.
Deuces.